Just Plain Fancy, written and illustrated by Patricia Polacco. Who do you think these two girls are on the cover of this book? Why are they dressed like that? What is on their heads? Do you think this story will let us know? Let's read and find out. Caleb and his two daughters hurried along Lancaster County Road in their buggy. Now, what do you think a buggy is? Take a look at the picture. Good. A buggy is just kind of like a car, but it's drawn by this horse. Cars whizzed by them, but they paid no mind. Clop, clop, clop went the horse's hooves on the pavement. Papa, no, Naomi asked. Why don't we have a car like the English? Why don't you think they drive a car? Is it because they don't have enough money? Or is this in the olden days? What do you think? Let's read on. It's not our way, child. We are in no hurry, he said as he drew up the reins and slowly directed the horse into their farmyard. While their father unharnessed and watered the horse, Naomi and Ruth skipped toward the hen house. The chickens were Naomi's responsibility. She saw to their feeding and watering, as well as the collecting of their eggs. Everything around here is so plain. Our houses are plain, our clothes are plain, even our chickens are plain. It would pleasure me just once to have something fancy. Pshaw, Naomi, you ain't ought to be saying such things like that, little Ruth scolded. So why are all things plain? We see that again here. So actually, one of the reasons why we're reading this book is because we are going to study these kind of people. These people are known as the Amish. The Amish live a very, very simple life, and they don't believe in anything too fancy. How does that relate to the title? As we read this, make sure you're looking at the pictures and look how they're living a really simple lifestyle. Let's continue reading. As Naomi and Ruth searched the field for eggs laid outside the hen house, they spotted a very unusual one nestled in the tall grass down the drive and behind the hen house, next to the road. This egg looks different from any I have ever seen, Naomi said. It's still warm. Let's put it in Henny's house nest. This one needs to be hatched. She gently picked up the egg and eased it into her basket. So she's doing chores just like you would do. Do you do chores like this? Probably not. Although it was a little bigger than Henny's other eggs and a little darker in color, Naomi gently tucked the egg into the nest while Henry and Ruth looked on. You're so good with chickens, Ruth chirped. I just know you're going to get your white cap this year. Mama says you're ready. What do you think this white cap is that they're talking about? What color caps do they have on now? Like on the cover. Blue. Right. Let's find out. Naomi was proud of her chickens and the way she raised them. The elders were coming for a working bee, or frolic, in the coming summer, and Naomi wondered whether her parents might present her with the white cap on that day. Her thoughts were interrupted by Ruth's voice. Ain't we pleasured, she said. You wanted something fancy, and now you got it. As the days passed, Naomi and Ruth checked Henny's nest constantly. Every day they peered over the edge of the crib, watching for signs of cracks in the shells. Then, one day, the eggs hatched. Look at the little chick from the fancy egg, Naomi, Ruth squealed. That egg was fancy inside and out, wasn't it? Said Naomi. Fancy. That's just what we'll name this chick. Fancy, 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 fancy. Ruth sang out as she jumped about. Naomi smiled and clapped her hands. All that afternoon the girls stayed with Henny, watching and studying their special little chick. So why do you think this chick is so special? Look at the pictures and see maybe if it foreshadows anything about why this chick could be so fancy inside and out.